Good day, Dr. Yara. We are Group 2 consisting of Del Rosario, King, Meneses, Villanueva, and Viray, and we will be presenting The Rise of Esports in the Philippine Context featuring Recticano Esports League. So, to begin our pitch, I will discuss the origin and foundation of esports. As per the Southern Illinois University, esports began during the 70s with the establishment of home game consoles. Moreover, the competitive scene started during the 90s with the teams and individuals competing against each other in games like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. On the other hand, first person shooter or FPS, which is a kind of esports game, paved the way for producing similar games including StarCraft, Overwatch, and Call of Duty. So in the 2000s, the entire esports community gained momentum, which furthered the rise of esports, wherein major tournament hosts in the world was established, such as the World Cyber Games and Major League Gaming, which until now are huge tournament hosts for different esports competition all over the world. So as of today, various types of esports game have emerged, including Call of Duty, Apex, League of Legends, Dota, CSGO, Valorant, Super Smash Bros, and NBA. So in light of the above, I introduce to you our topic and title. While we were talking about what topic and what groups of people to interview, I instantly suggested esports because I have comprehensive knowledge and experience with regard to this. But going back, our group chose esports as our topic, and our title, as I've mentioned earlier, is The Rise of Esports in the Philippine Context, featuring Recticano Esports League. So I know for sure, Dr. Yara, that you are not very familiar with Recticano. So I will begin discussing ano nga ba ang Recticano. So Recticano Esports League is an esports community based at the University of St. LaSalle in Bacolod that caters to the students' involvement in the esports community. So aside from this, Recticano Esports League is the official and professional esports organization of the University of St. LaSalle. And two of their hashtags are the following: #GetRect and Recticano Upgrade. To further know about this esports organization, I have interviewed 3 members of the league, and they are: first, we have Isaiah Rodriguez. He is the executive for external affairs, 19 years old, freshman, and his course is Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. Next, we have Adrian Kyle Buktot. He is the technical director, 19 years old, freshman. His course is BS Entertainment and Multimedia Computing. Lastly, we have Harvey Franz Mabugat, which is the team manager for Valorant Team B. He is 21 years old, sophomore, and his course is BS Chemical Engineering. So aside from them being an executives in Recticano, all of them are Valorant players as well. And Isaiah had an experience competing in the professional league for TNC Esports as one of the Dota players just last year. Hence, to further dissect the data I have received, we aim to answer our research questions, which are: first, how did you get into esports? Second, how is it like to be in the esports field? And third, what makes esports popular in the Philippines? Now, to discuss our theoretical framework, I will give the floor now to ALYSSA Meneses. Thank you.
The study is based on the 5 scapes of globalization by Arjun Appadurai. The 5 scapes of globalization states how different cultures around the world influence one another. One of the flows would be mediascape, which refers to the flow of media. According to Christina Backlink, content research writer of Inquirer.net, a lot of people in the Philippines utilize the internet, especially nowadays, where the Philippines is in the top 2 based on the Digital 2022 report, because of the Filipinos' average time spent using the internet, which makes it one of the possible reasons why esports is popular in the Philippines. A lot of people in the gaming community post or stream their games on the internet and social media, making it easier to spread news and information. Another possible reason is the idea of technoscape. where the flow of technology brought new cultural interactions. Technology affects a big part of our daily lives, especially when technology was used to adapt through our daily lives because of the pandemic and demand. For example, the demand for mobile phones and other devices increased because they were used in online learning or remote jobs. This made gaming more accessible to people because of the devices they use. As people continue to adapt through the pandemic, some schools added online gaming to their curriculum in place of physical sports. With this, the group wanted to look into the rise of esports and the motivation behind this, as the number of competitive players progressively increased.
For the conceptual framework, we answered the research question, what makes esports popular in the Philippines? We discovered three variables such as Filipino culture, technological generation, and major tournaments. The Filipino culture involves the culture of computer shops, which has been common in the Philippines as a way to pass time. Filipinos have also been known to being competitive as they have competed in different sports and in different video games. It also includes the influence from different family members where they use games to bond with each other. Next is the technological generation, where gaming addiction has become common for people because of the rise of technologies such as smartphones and PCs. We use our smartphones to play famous games such as Mobile Legends and PCs to play famous games such as Valorant. Lastly, the major tournaments where we have gathered our inspiration from. So, in the Philippines, we see inspiration from pro players. We have been inspired by them as we see the big cash prize, and it also accelerated our interest and ambition in games because we knew we can be able to be successful with playing video games.
For our methodology, to be able to answer research questions, our group decided to conduct descriptive research. Because when talking all about esports, instead of concentrating on the causes of the topic we chose, we also wanted to emphasize identifying the qualities it exhibits. So ethnography is used in our research because esports is a part of the popular word or term we have today, the internet. For the method, we brainstormed about the questions that we will ask the participants. We all had questions in mind with how our interviewees are all involved in esports. We conducted our interview virtually to be considerate of our proximity with the interviewees because they are representatives from the Recticano Esports at the University of St. LaSalle in Bacolod. One of the most popular interview formats we used is the personal interview, in which we used our prepared interview questions for them. We researchers used the application Zoom Meetings as a reference for this and to record their responses. We decided to conduct an online interview to take note of the comments or points of view from the interviewee that might stand out that we can use in creating our research paper and presentation. There are ethical considerations that we also took note of in conducting our interview. To protect our research participants, we asked for consent upon recording the interview, and we also ensured them that the interview will be used for academic purposes only. We also let them freely answer all the questions we asked to know what they really feel and think of esports emerging in our schools and our society today.
Based on the discussion with the interviewees, the group members have concluded that esports has truly emerged and continues to dominate as a new way to look at video games, not only in the Philippines but in a global setting as well. Just like any other physical sports, teamwork and communication is also highly valued in the competitive scene of esports. As said by one of the interviewees, passion towards the game and the team itself is a key component in being able to become successful. In the Philippines, esports was officially recognized as a legitimate sports in the year 2017, which is still relatively early compared to other countries in the world. With that being said, people should erase the norm that video games can only bring bad more than good, because it is already proven that it has also brought numerous positive effects to different communities worldwide. Competitive games, such as Defense of the Ancients, League of Legends, and Valorant, will not only continue to exist because of the entertainment factor, but rather, it would also serve as a platform for gamers worldwide to showcase their talents and skills with the use of digital technology. So moving forward, schools, universities like the LSU and Ateneo have been slowly inserting it in their curriculum as a new and innovative form of sport which would greatly benefit the local adaptation of esports. The wide usage of the internet and emergence of mobile legends in the country have also contributed towards the recognition of the professional scene in video games. Teams like Bren and Blacklist have also gained acknowledgement in representing the Philippines against other countries such as Indonesia, Singapore, and many more. Just like what the members of Recticano stated, through passion, teamwork, and competitiveness, esports will truly prosper against any competitors worldwide. So to answer the first question, just like what was stated a while ago, esports is completely relevant to be studied in the contemporary world because it is already a part of the digital age moving forward. With the power of esports, aspiring gamers worldwide could showcase their talent and skills through a platform that they know and love.
And for the second question, who are your respondents and why we selected them? As I have mentioned earlier, I interviewed 3 renowned members of Recticano itself. And aside from their experiences and excellent knowledge about esports, I personally selected them because I have been playing and interacting with these guys ever since 2020. So we met in ACAD Arena. Now it's 2022 and they're still in the same field and I'm on a different path already. So as per the interview I have conducted, I wasn't wrong in choosing them because they provided our group with great and comprehensive data to use for this research. That's all. Thank you.
In this output, we were able to work very well by communicating with each other on which part to work on through a social networking application. With that, we proceeded on doing our own assigned tasks as we also made an internal deadline for it. We assigned each member with their capabilities such as designing, gathering of participants, researching, and etc. We then had a member assigned to proofread and edit everything so that it is made sure that everything is at sync. I can say that my group has been good at communicating with each other, and with that, we are able to create a good group presentation.